Okay, another high-speed installment of Cello's cooking show. What do we have here? Oh, I'm gonna do a movie review. I bought this for some reason. I wanted to see this. I got it at Walmart for like $5. Walmart. I go to Walmart grocery. I'm not a big fan of Walmart. I don't go to Walmart. I go to their grocery store. I have one of those super grocery stores here, and they're cheap. This movie here. When Russell Crowe first came on the scene, I think he did a Denzel Washington movie where he was a bad guy or something. I did not like Russell Crowe for whatever reason. But after a while, I think he's a really good actor. I like just about everything he does. I liked him in this. I just didn't like the movie. But I like Russell Crowe. But he's Russell Crowe. He's not, I wouldn't say who the world's greatest. I'll tell you who the world's greatest actor is, but I'll maybe do that in another video. But I like movies that have something to do with the Bible. I'll go check that out or whatever the case is and see. And usually they're just, it's ludicrous, but this was Russell Crowe, Noah. As far as the movie, I'm glad I didn't have to pay top dollar to see it. I could have lived without it. It seems to me like they took some Bible and took some out of the book of Enoch and just kind of thing, but there's nothing. If you're one of those people that you think the Bible's all rigged and can't be trusted or out, then you'll fall for this thing. The only thing I always try to see just how much Bible will be in there, and this here, I think the only real negative about this is if there are people out there that will not read, and they're going to watch this thinking this is an example of Noah out of the book of Genesis, and they're going to be just way off the page. But you can't take the place of reading. But yeah, as far as the movie, it was mediocre. I give this thing like a C-, but I like Russell Crowe in it. But as far as a biblical kind of thing, now this is my favorite. This is my favorite kind of a biblical movie, and I've watched most of them, but there is another one I had around here. I can't think of it. But anyhow, this one, it's not controversial or anything like that. I think it went out to set out to do what its title is, which is the nativity story. This one here. Okay. And as far as being biblical, pretty right on. I didn't see anything that's like, oh, hey, what the director do here. There might be some, if you're a real stickler for a couple of things. This was a great movie. And there was no Christmas in it. I'm not a big proponent of Christmas. I've done that video already. But if you like Christmas, if Christmas makes you closer to Jesus, then keep doing it. But I don't have that same feeling about Christmas. But there was nothing about Christmas in here. This was about the nativity story. And it was done really well. Really well. You just fall in love with the characters on these things. And I think this was done. This is one of my favorite. Call it a Bible movie. This got to be one of my favorites. There's another one. I don't know what to do about it. Anyway, we got time. Okay. I talked about the world's greatest actor. And I think I did a video on this once before. If not, I talked about it in comments with someone. In my opinion, there's a guy still alive. He's the world's greatest actor. Okay? And he's someone who is acting. All right? I talk about Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe is typically Russell Crowe. You watch a Russell Crowe, it comes off, it's him. Who's another typical? Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro typically is Robert De Niro playing a role. Brad Pitt's Brad Pitt. But this guy I'm talking about, he does acting. He's played screwy cops, bad cops. He's played homosexuals. He played he did one thing where all he had was his voice. That was one of the Hannibal Lecter ones where he was the guy after he got his face messed up or whatever. And then there was, he's played black albino pimps. This guy's done it all. Vampires. I think he did several kind of vampires. And I don't think he's done a Western. I really don't think he's done like a gunslinger shoot 'em up kind of thing. But he's done everything else. Aliens and all that. And it's Gary Oldman. in my opinion, as far as actor, he is the world's greatest actor because he plays. You don't know what he's going to play. You know, it's not a, oh that's a such and such role for someone. You know, John Wayne was always John Wayne. You know, playing different people but it's John Wayne. Okay, John Wayne never played a homosexual or a pimp. That it wasn't going to happen. Not that they had movies like that. I'm just saying. But this guy's done it all. And he's a good actor. Good guy, bad guy, whatever the case is. And that's Gary Oldman. I'll put his picture up. Because usually when I mention the name, people go, who? And he's played a lot of secondary roles. But he is one of my favorites. Because you don't know what you're going to get. You know it's him, but he's going to pull off some kind of weird far out thing or whatever. And there's something, it's in Wikipedia. If you look up Gary Oldman, there's a, he was the highest, I don't want to say the highest, he's not the highest paid actor, okay? But if you look at actors, how'd they judge them? By whatever movie they were in, what revenue that movie created, and then they pile it up. So he may have had a small role in a very big movie. Now, granted, he's done a lot of movies, okay? But he is the largest, the highest revenue actor of all time. In other words, if you took all the stuff he's done that he's been in, and it's like 2 or 3 times beyond anybody else. Whether he's had a main role or a small role, his movies that he's been in, and he's done a lot of movies, he's done some B-sides and that kind of stuff too, but his movies typically bring in a lot of cash. And so he has that record. At least he did last year when I looked it up. This Gary Oldman. I'll put his picture up. But this guy's played it all. This guy's done it. Funny parts. When he was early on, he was the Professionals with that guy Reno. I've got that around here somewhere. He was the bad cop. I mean, I think he could have had an award for that one. That was awesome. But anyhow, Noah. Yeah, we know everything about Noah in this thing. Good, movie. It's an okay movie. This one's awesome. You ever get a chance, get this one. I own this one. And Gary Oldman, I'll put his picture up there. Anyhow, that's my movie review. Take it or leave it. Love you. God bless.